G'day world, and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications, and outdoor stuff with knives. Today I want to show you something that I've been waiting for a very long time. Okay. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's start off by saying the following. In 1996, I finished school. I was going to university. It was a wonderful year for me. 1996, a year with a lot of firsts and awesome things. Okay. Then in 2010, we had Soccer World Cup here in South Africa. I bought like 4 tickets to go watch live matches, and I won 2 at McDonald's. Yeah, so that was wonderful. So I went to the stadiums. It was wonderful. Wore our clothes. We did the whole thing. Okay. So 2010, awesome year. It was great. The whole vibe here in South Africa was different than normal. It was a good time. Okay. So these dates are important, but not just for me. In 1996, Sal, that's the guy's name, from Spyderco, designed a knife for his son to take with. If I'm lying about any of these things, just check it. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, he designed a knife for his son that was going to be deployed, I think. Anyway, so he designed the Military. Okay, the Spyderco Military, which is a liner lock, big knife, wonderful. Okay, but I never quite liked it. Then in 2010, he made this beauty. Okay, this is the PM2, the Paramilitary 2. And it's got everything going for it that the military had. It's just smaller, more EDC friendly, and it had this wonderful thing, the compression lock. Okay, and everybody loves the compression lock. It's the most awesome thing in the world. You can do all kinds of flippy things with it. And it's very strong. It's stronger than a liner lock because it engages with the blade more than just a piece of metal moving in front of a tab, or a tab of metal moving in front of the tang. Okay, so yes. Now, in 2023, Spyderco again came and made the most awesome knife ever. This thing. This is the Military 2. Okay, now I have the base model over here. It's the I can focus. Spyderco, and it's in S30V. And then we have the Golden Colorado USA Earth. I cannot remember when last we did just the American-made blade on here. Maybe a few months ago. Anyway, but this thing is fantastic. We have a 4-inch blade. Look at it compared to the Para 2. Okay, the box out of the way. Okay, look at it compared to the Para 2. So this is a big thing. Okay. When you hold this thing in your hand, there's lots and lots to hold on to. We have everything on this knife that's awesome with this knife on this one. And now it also has a compression lock, which makes it super awesome. Okay. Differences between this one and the actual military or the old military. Apart from now having an awesome lock, we have a more defined finger choil over here with jimping in there. So that works very nicely when you want to choke up on it. Second thing, this little beak thing over here, they smoothed it off. So it's more like this. Okay, so that's nice if you want to hang onto the back and chop by coconuts. I don't know what you're going to do like that. But anyway, so that's smoother. This is better. I just like this thing a lot. And then we have the big blade on this thing. So let's quickly just do some specs on this thing for the guys that do not know what the actual militaries were like. Okay, a bit more than 10 centimeters, overall 24 centimeters in inches. It's a smidge over 4 inches. Well, maybe 4 inches flat, and then 9.5 inches overall. Cutting edge on this thing is going to be, I don't know, that much. Okay. And then stock thicknesses, I think, will be the same as always. 3.5 millimeters, which is 0.14, and then 0.45. So it's a nice thin carry for a big knife. I love this thing. Okay. It's not a cheap knife. Okay, I think this is like $200 if you buy them overseas. Here with us, you're gonna pay a bit more, of course, but I like it. And yes, you can carry smaller knives for EDC type tasks, but I normally like to use my knife for food prep. And the smaller a knife is, the more of your stuff gets caught in here. If you can actually just use the blade, especially when you're cutting meat and things, then a bigger blade is very useful. And I must say, these long, thin blades with the leaf shapes, these things work fantastic for any type of slicing. Okay, so that's going to be me for now with this knife. We had a braai. No, we're going to have a braai. I went and I bought food and things this morning. Well, stuff to braai, ribs and mushrooms and whatnot. So we're going to do that now. If you want to follow along, please do. Okay, we have braai wood, bush baby braai wood from Fruit and Veg. And then we, oh, good gracious, did you see that? It's like a lightsaber. Look at this. It's like a lightsaber. Look at it. Ooh, magic. Okay, so I'm going to split this stuff and start the fire with my fat wood. Okay, so I have these little pieces that I chopped from pieces like that. And I have these 3 pieces of fat wood that I'm going to put actually right. Sorry, you can't see. Right there. Then I'm going to light it, start my fire on the side and move the thing inwards as it goes. Okay, so there we have all the little pieces and the fat wood at the bottom. We're going to start this thing now. Everybody loves fat wood. I took one long match. This one. That's not a match, that's a piece of wood. And I lit that stuff. And now I will have a fire. Fat wood rocks. Okay, fire is roaring and awesome, but the wind's picking up. But today was like 33 degrees Celsius, which is extremely hot. But tonight's supposed to be cold, so we'll see what happens later. But now I'm waiting for the fire to die down so I can start braaiing things. By the way, if your kids like silkworms, last year my kids had a few, I think like 5 silkworms in a box. These are the old things from last year. Now we have like 9 million. These things eat half a tree a day. So yes, I don't know in other countries if people also like silkworms or their kids, but yes, we have millions of these things now. Okay, my fire's burning like a champ. Which is good, otherwise we'll have to eat silkworms. We have ribs, we have braai pie, we have all kinds of magical things, but this fire is so hot, I'm melting my phone over here, and my tummy. Okay, I have my mushrooms in my long handled pan. Look at my toes. Anyway, so check on how I made this pan, or not the pan, but the handle, if you want to. And then I have these things. I'm going to put them here on the side. There is little flowers falling in them from the trees above, so hopefully that won't kill me. But anyway, I'm not going to add, garlic and oil and butter in them this time. So I'm going to put them. This is the hot side, that's the cold side. I'm going to put them at the cold side and then just add a lot of cheese later. And hopefully they will all fit in the pan by then, because they are a bit too big, but that's all fine.
You
If you made it till the end of this video, you are fantastic. Please remember to subscribe. Get all your friends and family to subscribe. Do the other pressy things that people like. And have a super weekend or week whenever you see this. All of you stay safe, happy. Have a good one. Goodbye.